Welcome back to Basel. Now then, we've got the Badminton World Championships going on in tandem with our own World Championships, and it's the first time actually that that's happened, that they've run in parallel. One sport, one team is the BWF philosophy. 6 different classes, 2 wheelchair classes, and then there are 4 standing or short stature classes. And the best news of all, if you want to get along and see some of this, is you can get in free and gratis, no charge. You need to turn up early-ish to make sure you get a ticket at 9, I think. The quarterfinals and semis are today, goes all the way through to 10 o'clock, and the finals tomorrow from 9 o'clock. We're back in the main hall with 2 more semi-finals to bring you in our first session, and then 5 more this evening. And up next, what should be, on paper at least, a terrific contest between Ratchanok INTANON and Nozomi OKUHARA. Brings together the number 7 seed against the number 3 seed, but beyond that, just 2 players who are both fun to watch. I was fortunate enough to cover OKUHARA's match the other day against Herbing Zhao, and she was terrific. So quick around the court, just frustrated the Chinese to the point where she just didn't basically know what to do. INTANON had a straightforward win in her quarterfinal. And of course we know that the winner will play PV Sindhu, who we saw earlier on get past Chen Yufei in straight games. INTANON, well over 500 matches. OKUHARA not far off 400. Both the same age, incidentally. Here comes Ratchanok. Won this title in 2013 in Guangzhou. She was 18 years of age. It made her the youngest ever world champion. She still is. Can she win this title again 6 years on? OKUHARA, very popular player in her own right. Won this title a couple of years ago in an absolutely epic match against Sindhu. 2-hour battle that was. I think the crowd's going to be split here, because we know there are some Japanese fans in, but there are some Thai fans as well.
You choose red or black? Black for you, red. You want the toss? You see? Which side? This side? Yes, this side.
It's close between the two of them, isn't it? OKUHARA with a 7-5 lead in the head-to-heads. So this is going to be the 13th meeting. Unlucky for one of them. There are the Thai fans. I knew there was some in. Tough one for the neutral, this, because they're both so infinitely watchable. Not sure who you want to root for. Obviously, Morten and I are completely impartial in all these matters.
Yes, we are. Definitely. It's a very interesting match coming up. Women's singles in general is very, very interesting. It's such a hard fight in the top 10 to win the various tournaments.
Well, you saw on that graphic previously that OKUHARA had won their last meeting, but INTANON did beat her at this year's German Open in the semi-finals. And she's added the Malaysian Masters and the Indian Open to her CV in 2019.
Yeah, and if you look at OKUHARA, she has not won any tournaments this year. Had a very strong 2018, but this year she hasn't won anything.
3 finals, But 3 defeats, yeah. Fairly straightforward for INTANON. She had one 3-game match. Here are OKUHARA stats, ranked 4th in the world. Bronze in Rio, the Olympics. And of course, world champion in 2017. So quick around the court, and she's just got that agility to really unsettle opponents, and she's hardly had to break sweat so far, as you can see there. Straight games in pretty quick time.
Ready to play?
A Mauritian and an Indian in charge of proceedings here for this semi-final.
And in terms of their race to Tokyo, I can tell you that OKUHARA is number 5 in the race, and INTANON is number 6.
Yeah, as if to reiterate that this should be a really close contest. Mind you, we said that about Chen Yifei and PV Sindhu, so you never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Ratchanok INTANON, Thailand. And on my left, Nozomi OKUHARA, Japan. Ratchanok INTANON to serve. Level. Play.
Not the best of start, is it? First shot out.
Well, we'll call it a sighter from OKUHARA.
It's a mulligan.
Exactly. I still need those.
Me too.
Fault.
She doesn't need a sighter, does she, INTANON? Straight into the groove.
2-love.
That's beautiful, really beautifully played there from OKUHARA.
Service over.
If you look at the match from the point of OKUHARA, I think that she would need to play as fast as possible, really putting on the pressure, and then at the same time then avoiding Ratchanok to attack too much, as what we just saw here. And then, of course, for Ratchanok, INTANON, it's all about quality in her shots and being able to cut down on sort of easy errors and so on, and keep a tight ship and really focusing on her attack.
Just missed it, but already I think we're going to be in for a game of very high quality badminton in semi-final. Great piece of retrieving by INTANON, and she put the smash wide.
Yeah, INTANON has got slightly better technical abilities than what OKUHARA has got, but then OKUHARA has got perhaps a little bit more pace to her movement on court, so it sort of evens out. Look at how INTANON is chased around on the court, but she's really doing well, and she's back into this rally. And what a pity it was for INTANON here. She really did well to stay in the rally. She got back into it and then was given this opportunity. But the smash is going wide.
Put in so much hard work, the shots that preceded it.
Yeah, but all credit to OKUHARA. She really controlled that rally, chasing her opponent around very, very well.
Service over. 4-all. Service over. 5-all.
So far, the two players are trying to find their way on court here. The first few minutes in the match, they play 5 minutes so far, and a few mistakes, but I'm sure that will be cut out of the match as we progress. Again here, OKUHARA really chasing INTANON. Suddenly it's changed. But she cannot afford to make those mistakes. If she wants to win INTANON, she's got to cut that kind of mistakes out of her game.
6-5. Service over. 6-all.
Well, we said at the start we thought this would be a tight one. Not been more than a point in it so far either way.
suddenly we see
7,
OKUHARA making a few
6.
mistakes. She's normally the more safe of the two players.
I know you said you never look more than one game at a time, but I'm sure INTANON will be quite pleased that Chen Yufei's not waiting for her in the final if she gets there. You've got such a terrible record against her.
Yeah,
She'd much rather play Sindhu.
Yeah, the head-to-head is not good when it comes to INTANON, and Chen Yufei is very much stacked in favour of Chen Yufei. But I'm sure there's also some people watching this match is quite keen on perhaps a rematch of the 2017 World Championship final in the women's singles.
That was that 2-hour battle, wasn't it?
It was.
6.
I'm sure there are lots that want to see it. Ratchanok INTANON isn't one of them.
Nope, that's for sure. Yeah, the scores in the World Championship in Glasgow was 21-19, 20-22, 22-20.
Thank you.
Doesn't get tighter than that, does it?
Not really.
Nine, 6.
That's in. Very nice shot.
Service over. 7-9. Service over. 10-7.
Flush on the line from INTANON.
Yeah, that's beautiful play by INTANON here. Really chasing OKUHARA around. Awesomely played there by Ratchanok INTANON.
So 11-7 she leads. It was a game that started off being very close, but gradually INTANON has gained the ascendancy. 11-7 at the interval.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coaches, thank you. Return to your chairs. Coach, thank you. Players on court. (11-7). Play. Service over. 8-11.
shot, isn't it? She likes and favours that shot a lot from the slice from the forehand side across the one we're seeing here. But we also see on many occasions she's making mistakes on it, and that's especially if she's getting slightly tired. That's when she's starting to make mistakes on that shot.
Service over, 9-12.
We saw yesterday when INTANON was playing Yeo Jia-min from Singapore in the quarter-final, that Yeo Jia-min was also adding a lot of pressure on the forehand side of INTANON, and she was quite successful doing that. And so far, I think that OKUHARA is doing the same very successfully. Still trailing 10-12, but scored some good winners down the line to the forehand side of INTANON.
So fighting back in this opening game, OKUHARA.
All.
Well, OKUHARA's come out absolutely possessed since the interval.
13,
still maintaining
12.
very, very good pace. And INTANON is under pressure when it comes to pace here. And more unforced errors or forced errors are creeping in to her game. That's short.
Short and got the treatment.
14-12.
That's long on the back line. INTANON giving it everything she's got, but still OKUHARA managed to get it back.
15-12. Thank you. Wait. 15-12.
Just all starting to go wrong, isn't it, for INTANON since that interval
16,
where she had a handy little lead. Just hasn't been able to go on with it since then. And OKUHARA, to be fair to her, has taken absolutely full advantage of it.
Yeah, OKUHARA really settle in now very nicely and finding the lines, and her defense is up and running, and she's putting good pressure on her opponent. INTANON, on the other hand, she really have to try to find the answers here, and perhaps she's trying to find them a little bit too quickly. Perhaps a little bit more patience would do her game good.
Well, it was a great get initially for OKUHARA, but INTANON was there to execute a really cute little winner.
Service over.
No way that the Japanese could get back across the other side.
Yeah, very tight. Good play by INTANON. It was a good save.
Thank you. (13, 17).
Wow, that is good play. And this time INTANON kept it very nicely together, had more patience and waited for the right opportunity from the around the head situation here going cross court. Very well constructed rally by INTANON here.
17.
But that is sharp.
I think OKUHARA probably knows, you know, and accepts that INTANON is going to play some winners like that. She just always does. But the general run of play so far in the match as a whole has been going the Japanese players' way.
Part the shuttle.
And used her phenomenal court coverage to really pressurise and frustrate
14,
the tie.
17.
And she's still in prime position for this opening game, 17-14.
It's called in, but we have a challenge.
And it's one of those where OKUHARA was so close to it, you'd have to think this should be close. Should have got a very good view exactly where that shuttle landed. Yeah.
Unsuccessful.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
So just
15,
sneaking
17.
back into contention here, INTANON.
You kind of sense
16,
it's very,
17.
very important to the campaign of INTANON that she wins this opening game. And you see the celebration here.
All.
3 points in a row. And all square again. And now it's INTANON who's the player exuding confidence, and OKUHARA looks Just second best at the moment.
INTANON really controlling this rally. Good pressure there. Very good attacking clears. And one more. OKUHARA really doing well to stay in the rally. Look at that one, that third time.
Well, eventually, something had to give. She did very, very well, the Japanese, to survive as long as she did. But on the 39th shot, she found the net. And INTANON back in front.
Look at the pressure on that deep backhand corner for OKUHARA.
17.
3 times she had to cover that backhand.
Players on court. Nozomi.
INTANON has been very successful applying good pressure on the back line of OKUHARA, and that's setting up good opportunities for her, and that's what's changed the momentum in this first game so far.
Totally transformed this game in the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Sometimes you think, how could she ever be in doubt? But the tension is great.
So 3 game points.
Game point 17.
For the 2013 World Champion. That'll do it. Really impressive from INTANON, because OKUHARA made a better start. INTANON coming back late in that game, taking it 21 points to 17 in 24 minutes on court.
Second game, level. Play.
She's okay.
So
What a comeback that INTANON had in that opening game. 8 or 9 points in a row to finish the game. And the question must be whether she can keep attacking with that kind of quality as what she did in the first game here in the second.
Yeah, well, I don't think the game plan's going to change.
No.
Question of whether OKUHARA can react to the pressure that INTANON's applied towards the end of that first game.
Oh, got away with that one again. Really good technical skills here by INTANON.
Pity it ended with an error, but another very watchable rally.
2-love.
Well, that's perfection. Really holding that clear for a long, long time before she's punching it into a beautiful attacking clear, hitting almost the 2 lines in the backhand corner of OKUHARA. Now, OKUHARA have to stay patient and believe that her game plan will work eventually. That she can tire out INTANON a bit, so the sting and the edge of the technical good shots from INTANON possibly will be a little less.
Totally stranded in mid-court there, the Japanese.
Yeah, that was a good defensive shot.
Frame 2.
Once again, we see this pumping clear flat into the backhand corner of OKUHARA. Once again, perfection from INTANON, and she is really putting a lot of pressure on these deep corners. And OKUHARA so far hasn't got the answer.
Well, called in, and immediately INTANON wants Hawkeye to double-check this.
I think she's got a good case. Well, let's see. It's very, very close. It was a good case.
Well, certainly worth asking them to check, wasn't it?
Successful.
That's for sure.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 3-all. 4-3, sorry. Three, four. Yes, 3-4. Sorry. 3-4.
Yeah, 3-4 is correct. Just have the score momentarily wrong, but that's right now.
She's splitting the line with that smash there. Really well played.
Service over. 5-3.
Yeah, that's nice. Very, very nice. A similar shot what INTANON would have done perhaps, but this time from OKUHARA, really well played. Fast, very crisp.
5.
Almost a nod of acknowledgement to the excellence of that shot, but normal service soon resumed from INTANON's point of view.
And once again, she's finding the line, this time cross-court.
6-4.
But if you give her the opportunity to jump smash from mid-court, that's what's going to happen. Oh, she did very well to stay in the point until that moment.
Service over. 5-6.
Well, she is going through the full repertoire.
All.
Make it that time.
Be interesting to see if the shift in momentum here, because INTANON has made a few mistakes now, and perhaps that's good for the confidence of OKUHARA. And here we have mistake number 3.
Yeah, that was wide by a big margin.
7-6.
I'm
5 minutes time, we will be a lot wiser.
going to say OKUHARA was leading the interval in the first game, didn't do her any good.
That's perfection.
Service over.
Try to have a look at this one.
7-all.
Just over the net and almost hitting the line, cross court there.
Magnificent angle.
Thank you. Seven all. 8-7.
Oh. She must have been good at trigonometry at school, you know, INTANON. Finds these angles that must be driving OKUHARA to distraction.
Yeah, once again, look at this angle.
9-7.
Whatever OKUHARA is doing, she cannot get to it. Look at that, it's even landing before the first line, that service line. And it's a shot played all the way from their back line. It's precision from INTANON.
And the speed of OKUHARA, if she can't get to it, and no one can.
But I still see small signs of INTANON perhaps making a bit more mistakes, and that's of course in favor of OKUHARA, and she's got to believe that the chance is there.
It's a nice idea, but wrong execution.
8-9.
Trying to play it back from whence it came. Might well have wrong-footed her opponent, but only halfway up the net.
Fault. Service over.
And I think this is one of the areas that INTANON can exploit. These flat exchanges, I feel she's a stronger player when it comes to that between these two.
Well, anything you can do.
Yeah, I can do better. That was really nice. Again, we're having a game of top quality here. And look at that reversed drop shot.
Yeah, it always was looking like being a game of, you know, brilliance, but it doesn't always work out that way. It's just nice when you expect something and it happens.
10-all.
Last point before the mid-game interval. So INTANON has a slender advantage. But it's been such a topsy-turvy match. Doesn't mean an awful lot, you wouldn't imagine.
Eleven-10. Play.
Didn't miss by much, but miss it she did.
11 all.
Well, that's really well played by OKUHARA. Very safe defence in that rally. And in the end, it was INTANON who blinked first.
11.
As we can see, OKUHARA is not having the same kind of attack as what INTANON has got, but this time it's enough. She's forcing the error, but it's also based on the fact that in the whole rally, she really put some good pressure on INTANON. So that was a very well-constructed rally by OKUHARA. And somehow I just sense, and this sounds of course a little bit silly, but the one that's winning this game is winning the match. Of course, should INTANON win it, she's 1-2. However,
I can confirm if INTANON wins it, she'll definitely win the match.
in 2, yes. But should OKUHARA win this game, I think she will win it.
Yeah, no, I get you, because she'd have the momentum, she'd have the psychological edge maybe as well. And she's suddenly 3 points clear. And giving that woman a problem.
And this time, INTANON very lucky, just clipping the top of the tape, going over.
Ratchanok, want to change the shuttle?
Well, half frustration from OKUHARA, but almost half respect for yet another top-class cross-court INTANON smash. How many of those has she seen today?
Yeah.
Thank you. Nozomi, return the shuttle. (13-14).
Good pressure. Good response by OKUHARA. And this definitely works in favor of OKUHARA. And that's perfection. Can you believe it? From such a low position at the net, INTANON is able to play this spinning net shot and create the winner.
Superb from the tie.
Look at this. Look at how low that is played from. And still, it's perfection.
All OKUHARA could do was just knock it up. And obligingly, INTANON put it away. And she's back level again. Felt like more than 1 point, that. Longest rally of the match. And such a terrific shot to set up the winner. But it'll count for nothing if she can't take advantage. 14-all. And she does take advantage.
Fifteen, 14. Play.
Well, they've only been playing for...
Look at that, look at that, look at that. Both of the players standing.
I was about to say, they've only been playing for 48 minutes. It must feel like an hour and 48 sometimes when you have to get involved in a rally like that. Just utterly energy sapping. And especially from OKUHARA's point of view, where you have nothing to show for it at the end.
Once again, another fantastic rally.
Well, we suspected they might give us this kind of entertainment, and we're not being disappointed. OKUHARA, though, needs to respond, and quickly. That was in by a considerable distance, I think.
Service over. 15.
Miscalculation by INTANON.
All.
That time, she just snatched at it a little bit. Just below the tape. You can't take your eyes off this. Another screaming INTANON winner.
17 all.
If you If you're not a badminton fan and you're watching this, you will be a fan after this.
That's for sure.
$17-all.
Oh, lucky shot off the frame there from INTANON.
Well, matching each other winner for winner, and it's what makes a top-class match when both players playing well at the same time. This is as good as we've seen from OKUHARA for a few points.
17.
More about placement than power, really, from the Japanese.
That's out. Again, we see this very, very aggressive attacking clear from INTANON into the deep corner, and is paying dividends. She overdid that one. Good defensive work by OKUHARA. Kept herself into this rally.
18.
And that error has given OKUHARA 2 game points to level this match.
Game point 18.
The crowd just want to see a third game. It's nothing against INTANON.
That's out.
That's out, and that's it. And that is 1 game all. So the last few points, OKUHARA played really well under the pressure. And she's leveled up here after 54 minutes on court. We're going to have a decider.
My theory is to be tested.
Yeah.
Seconds. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Final game, love all. Play.
Well, if that's any guide to what we're in for this deciding game, it's going to be good.
Service over. 1-love. Nozomi.
And I can assure one who is watching this match is delighted that's PV Sindhu.
Yes.
Because the more and more these two, they fight and kill one another, of course chances are that they are more tired for the match for tomorrow.
1-love. Service over. 1-all.
So why do you think that OKUHARA will go on and win this, Morten? Because just because of their momentum, or because you think that INTANON might tire a little bit? What's the reasoning?
I think INTANON will tire a little bit, and I feel that perhaps that's where OKUHARA is having a small edge. That's on the physical side, and possibly as and when INTANON tires a little bit, her accuracy in whatever she's doing will disappear just a little bit. And maybe that's, as I say, when you are in such a close encounter, you know, that could be the small little differences. And the thing is that OKUHARA is feeding a little bit on the mistakes of INTANON. She's not creating a lot of winners herself, so she's feeding on the mistakes from INTANON. So, you know, that's the scenario, that's the ratio behind it.
We'll see whether that pans out in the next half hour or so. Just fractionally inaccurate from INTANON.
Service over. 3-all. Service over. 4-3. Service over. 4-all.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity for INTANON there, but look at how quickly OKUHARA is coming from that deep forehand corner all the way across the court, and she would get there. She would be able to play the shot.
You could actually hear her. You could hear the footsteps, couldn't you? Yeah.
Very, very quick. And if we're going to carry on my theory, I think, of course, it's important for OKUHARA to cut down the time wasting, inverted commas, between the rallies to, you know, push and stress her opponent as much as possible.
Yeah, don't give INTANON little breathers.
No, and you actually saw here that OKUHARA, she was the one picking up the shuttle at the net and, you know, got it going a little bit quicker. The last thing is obviously also
7-4.
We always say that new shuttle is slightly faster.
Quick toweling on
So
me.
it could also be the advantage for OKUHARA not to change the shuttle, because of course then the attack from INTANON will be stronger.
Yeah.
So that's really going into details now. That's perfection. Showed us she can do that shot on many other occasions here in this match.
8-4.
INTANON wasn't that far away from it, but could do absolutely nothing about it. That's a little careless.
Service over. 5-8.
Great angle again from OKUHARA. Just starting to assert now.
But all set up by a very nice attack down to the forehand side of INTANON. The reply here is straight.
6.
And look at how early OKUHARA is getting onto it. So it's a good attack from OKUHARA down the line.
Thank you.
That's out.
And I think because of the speed of Okuhara, Intanon's trying to hit the lines, trying to go for maybe too much, and paid for it there.
Yeah, she's losing a little bit of patience here, and as I said, possibly is getting a little bit tired, and that's where she's not as accurate as what she was in the opening game. Really good quality in the defense here from Okuhara. And Intanon is definitely getting tired now. That last shot, she was not really moving. That's not what we saw there. This one there, that one there, she finds it very, very hard to get away from that backline shot there.
Well, we've been on court for nearly an hour and 10. And Okuhara with a very useful interval lead.
Please put the stop inside. Thank you. 11-6. Play. Service over. 7-11.
Got it. Terrific from Intanon.
Going for her shots now after the break. Worked out twice now.
11.
But look at that from the forehand. Very, very sharp.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, that's cleverly played. Really cleverly played by Okuhara. Intanon knew straight away when she was going cross-court to the forehand side of Okuhara. She had seen it, anticipated it. It's not sharp enough. It was simply too flat. Then, of course, she's got to cover that backhand, and look at that open gap on the forehand side.
Service over. 9-12.
And that's out.
Yeah, that was a bit wild from Intanon. You just get the feeling now if Okuhara can play predominantly error-free, doesn't appear as though Intanon's got the strength to play too many winners. Another one goes astray.
14.
All due to the very good work of Okuhara, getting very early on to that spinning net shot there and setting it up very nicely for herself.
Not quite.
Service over. 10-14.
And there's great support here for INTANON in the stadium.
Well, those were the kind of shots that were going in the first game. Not anymore.
Service over. 15.
She made so many of these early in the match. Fine margins at this level of professional sport. Didn't miss by much, but miss it did.
$15-10. Service over. 11-15.
Okuhara still have the strength to get early to these shots from INTANON, and that's very, very impressive.
11.
Second guesser there, Okuhara, has forced the error from INTANON. And you think it would be a serious struggle for INTANON to come back from here. She looks a little weary, to say the least.
So doctor on the court, adding on some cool spray.
$16-11. Play.
Good choice to take that one by Okuhara. Still got the strength to get there early, Okuhara. Once again.
She is visibly wilting, Ratchanok INTANON. I hope she's okay. Just had that spray treatment.
17-11. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, she can still find the odd delicious angle.
Service over. 12-17.
Oh, it's a golden opportunity for OKUHARA, that one.
Yeah, opening was there, and she dragged it.
17.
INTANON was nowhere near it.
Service over. 18-13.
As you just so rightly pointed out before, she can still find a very delicious angle.
Service
Well
over.
played by INTANON.
You almost get the feeling sometimes that she's almost playing from memory. She's clearly very tired. That's a beautiful shot again.
Thank you.
This time, OKUHARA's the one on the deck. But she still has a very handy lead. 3 more points needed.
Thank you. 14-18.
Fantastic badminton. Set up nicely, good pressure in the deep backhand corner on OKUHARA. The reply not good enough, but look at the finish. Look at this one.
18.
Yeah, it was almost art, wasn't it? OKUHARA's face, couldn't believe it. Crowd loved it. Lead down to 3.
This time unlucky. Just caught the net
Service over.
and then went out.
19-15.
We will let the drama unfold.
5 match points
Match point 15.
for Nozomi Okuhara, the 2017 world champion, a point away from the chance to win it again.
Here it comes.
And that's it. That is it. Nearly an hour and a half's endeavour. And it's going to be a repeat of the 2017 final. Okuhara against Sindhu. A final that woman won after 2 hours. This match not quite as long, but energy sapping nonetheless. And having dropped the first game, she showed real spirit to come back. 21-15 in the third. INTANON visibly tired towards the conclusion, but Okuhara just makes so few mistakes.
Match won by Nozomi Okuhara. 17-21, 21-18, 21-15.
Confirmation of the scoreline then. 17-21, 21-18, 21-15 in a shade under an hour and a half.